with you in my arms. Waltz across Texas with you, like a story book ending. I'm lost in your charms. I could waltz across Texas with you. Hey everybody, it's time for Guitar for Duffers. How is everybody doing? Man, oh man. Yay, it's graduation day. I don't know if you guys have, how many of you have been to school lately, but you know, when you complete something, you get recognized by the management. And so that's today. It's graduation day. And I'd just like to play this solemn tune here for you right now. Yes, everyone, you have completed the first session. Lessons 1 through 8 of Guitar Back for Duffers. I couldn't be prouder of the whole lot of you. By golly. Thanks for coming, folks. So let's get started here. Though that's your pomp and circumstance. Been a while since you've heard that. I bet some of you. Maybe some of you just graduated high school. All right, so let's get started here. We're gonna kind of review because next week, you know, starts Guitar for Duffers, Guitar Backup for Duffers 2. It's just like Ghostbusters 2, the sequel, you know. But without further ado, remember this one? All right, I'm going to play that on the mandolin. You're going to back me up right there at home. Not too fast. But remember, it's got 3 chords. The 1 chord is G, the 4 chord is C, and the 5 chord is D. 1, 2, 2, 2. Don't be bashful. That G chord going. D. G, back to G. G7 and C. Back to G and then the D and then the G. One more, play along now. Good job, good job, good job. Let's review a little bit, just a little bit, what our bass runs might be. Our bass runs are very important. We all know how to make the chords, right? This, of course, assumes you can play the big cowboy chords, you know, like that, like that, like that. So, now we're going to, oh, by the way, I mentioned last time that I have created these Google Drive folders, and I'm going to fill them up over the weekend, and at some point at patreon.com/Charlie Walden, I will place a link where you can access the material that goes with each lesson. So there'll be solo, fiddle, and mandolin versions of the tunes that you can practice accompanying. There'll be some chord charts. There'll be some lead sheets, which are just the chords, you know, what chords to play with the tune. So all that good stuff will be there. And I'll just start tossing things in there every lesson as we go, things that you might find useful, all right? So let's, remember this? Do, 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 do. Remember that? Everybody got that bass run now? Do, do, on the E string. Do, 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 do. Here comes the bass run. Do, do, do. G7 optional, but it's a good chord. Let me show you how I'm making that real quick. Let me show you right now how I'm making that little guy. So here's G. So what I do, I take this finger, he's out in the breeze there, and I put him on this F here, on the E string, and then I put my pinky on the F on the D string, so I got this. Now one more thing, I'm gonna give you a new chord form today. Whoa, get over here. Let's see, how do I gotta adjust this thing. So, oh, I never know which way to go because I'm looking, it's like I'm looking at myself in a mirror here. Okay, so I'm going to give you a new chord form today. Now, does everyone play this diminished chord? Let's learn that. I think that's a diminished chord kind of everybody learns, you know. But there's actually two more diminished chord forms. So that's the outside high diminished, I would say. And but we're looking for a chord. You know what we've talked about, the movable chord form, and so. See, that's just C7. Remember, moved up 2 frets. And alternate the bass right there. Don't play this E because it doesn't go with it. Well, there's another diminished chord that I want you to learn. I call it the inside diminished because you play it on the inside 4 strings. Okay, so here's what we got going. Oh, doesn't that sound nice? So what's going on there? All right, middle finger on the C sharp on the A string. It's the 4th fret. Find that. Ring finger, 3rd finger, on the G on the D string, or the 5th fret. 1st finger on the G, on the B flat on the G string, or the 3rd fret. And then finally, your pinky on the E on the B string, or the 5th fret. So that. Let me get in a little closer. Practice that one, okay? But what that's for, that's what we call a passing chord. That's your new chord today. Hey, I snuck that in on you, didn't you? Thought it was going to be easy because this is the easiest tune we've learned so far. But to no avail. All right, now, so practice that. Look at that. Look at the video. Practice that chord. I'll put a little chart of it in this folder I'm creating, which I will send a link to patreon.com/Charlie Walden. If you're not currently a patron, you might go check it out. Patreon.com/Charlie Walden. It's a weekly guitar lesson for 92 cents a week. Folks, you can't, like I said before, you can't get foam on your latte for 92 cents. So what's it worth, folks? All right, here we go. All right, so let's, I think everybody here is a patron, by the way. I appreciate that. Everybody I see in the chat line, anyway. There's Susan and Michael and Paul, and there's other people watching because I see 7 viewers right now. All right, that's good. All right, so then we did Sugar in the Coffee. Remember? Remember that? Now here again, that's where that little diminished thing I just showed you. I don't expect you to incorporate it now. Here's where it fits. On the second 4 bars of the tune. Or you can just go right to the open D. How about that? Yeah, I love that diminished chord there, that inside diminished chord. You're going to find so much use for it. Or you could call it an A root diminished chord, because the root of the note would be on the A string. See, because we're playing chromatically. C, C sharp, D. So it's C major triad, C sharp diminished, D7. Oh man, didn't get any better than that. All right, I'm going to play you a little bit of that Sugar in the Coffee on the mandolin. Just back me up on it a little bit, why don't we? Hey, you know what? It's 10 minutes into the lesson, though. I got to say goodbye. Hasta la vista. If you're watching this on the archived version on YouTube, this is the end of the lesson. Now, if you're watching the live stream, stay right with me. I'm gonna go. You're good. You're all good. But if you're watching it as you're watching it in an archive on YouTube, it's going away. So this is the end. I'll say hasta la vista, just like Arnold did, you know, in that great movie of his. All right, we're back. So let's play a little bit of Sugar in the Coffee. Here we go. Get ready. Comes the G. Good job. Now let's play one more here. I'm going to skip past Westphalia Waltz because I got some things planned for you. I know Marinelle wanted me to flesh out and show you a version of all the chords, you know, so that you kind of know where you're headed. So I'm going to skip past that today. Let's play a little bit of that Put Your Little Foot. Remember? Put your little foot, G. Put your little foot. Put your little into a D. Put your little foot. Put your do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do, do. Second part, do 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 do, and to D, do 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 do, G, do do do, and to D, do 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 do, back to G. Only got 2 chords, but what we're working on now here is we're playing that waltz time with our right hand. So that's what we're after there. It's playing waltz time with our right hand. So let's try that right now. Here we go. Do 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 do. No runs this time. Do 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 joining us and you're jumping in here, realize this is lesson 8 of session 1. So people have, I'm not glossing over, we're just kind of reviewing. If you want to see the other lessons, the first 4 are in their entirety on my YouTube channel. The rest of them, though, are truncated in archive at about 10 or 12 minutes somewhere in. So you want to go to patreon.com/Charlie Walden to get those. All right, so I think you guys can get that. What we're working on there is getting that left hand playing that waltz rhythm. Oh, that bass drum came in, didn't it? Okay, I'm going to play it for you now on the mandolin, and you're going to back me up, because you know what to do. At this point, you know what to do. And if you don't, you can always come back and watch the video and do it some more until you get it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. so now you know. Let's move over to key of D. Let's move over to key of D because that's where we're going. I'm gonna show you the accompaniment to Spanish two-step. Remember we started on that kind of. Okay, so Spanish two-step. Here we go. Remember it goes. Found it. It's a two-step, so it's in 2/4. It's a 4/4 rather. D a little bit more because we didn't talk about it too much last time. So, you know, we've got, by the way, are you playing back behind the sound hole, you know, where you got a nice punch? Are you doing that? Everybody, make sure you're not playing up here somewhere because you want to punch those bass notes, right? Okay, so now I make my D, you know, remember I make my D like this with that, but you don't have to, you can just alternate, you know, D string and A string, D. That, like thus and so. And then I make my A like this. Remember, I leave this finger there. That's kind of my anchor. And I make my A that way. Oh yeah, how do you get from D to A? B on the A string, B, B flat, A. That was E, C sharp, D, back to D on the A string. All those bass runs were on the A string. And then, okay. Let's go back to the big view. Back to the big view. Make sure I'm not getting important calls to the hotline here. Let's see. No. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's, by the way, let us look at one thing real quickly. You know about the hotline, don't you? I hope you do. If you need to call me, you can call 847-920-7587. You can text. You can leave a voice message. And I'm really good about answering the texts back. So if you want to text me at any time, just do that. And don't forget to send me a message at bigfiddleshow@gmail.com to get on our mailing list. Thanks a lot. All right, let's see. Right back here. A little Spanish two-step. So now I'm going to play it on the mandolin, and you're going to back me up, and I'll call out the chord changes though, because they're a little bit tricky at first if you're not familiar with the tune. Here we go. How am I doing on time? Oh, I'm doing great on time because I'm going to go on into that country waltz. 1, 2, play, do, do, D. First chord's D, right? It's only got 2 chords, D and A, right? Here we go. Sorry about false start. Back to A. Back to D. Then to A. D. D. A. Back to D. that's a Spanish two-step. Now you can just come back to the video and play along, but I'll also throw an audio file in this folder I've created for you all. Okay, and I'll be sending out a notice at patreon.com/Charlie Walden where that folder is. It's a hidden folder on my Google Drive, but you can get all the good stuff there. Okay, so now there's a tune called the Country Waltz. You've heard me play it many times, I'm sure. It's one of my favorites. It's a Canadian thing. Let's see if I can play a little bit of it. Sorry. One more. So now I'm going to kind of hum it along and play the chords. Play along with me. So you'll have the chord progression you can come back to. Country Waltz. Country Waltz is a little Canadian, simple Canadian waltz. We love it. Very melodic, very nice, fun to play. First part there, so let me just do that again. Going to a G there. What chord did I play there? I was playing an E7 there. Remember I did this to go to A? If I do the same thing, only one string down, I can go to E. Let me get a close-up here. Let me give you a close-up. Let's see, where's my close-up view? There it is, there it is. Okay. Which way do I go? Oh, there we go. G, back to D, and then E7. Now you can play a regular E. I like this E7 with just two fingers. From the beginning. And to D. On the mandolin, you play it with me. I'll see if I can call out the chords without messing the melody up. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, I want the other view here. I'm tired of looking up my nostrils, if you know what I mean. All right, here we go. everybody enjoying themselves? I hope you are. If you're having half as much fun as I am, you should be hog-tied. Put up somewhere so you settle down. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, D. This is all D. Back to G. Back to D, B. Bend the E and to A. This is all D. G. Back to D, B. Then A and G. D. Sorry. It's hard to do. Let me just play the chords for you. This is a D. Then to G. And to D. And to E. Then to A. Then to D. D. I'm not going to say anything. You just see if you can sort out where the chords are. I will put this chord progression in a little folder, though. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This is the second part. Folks, that's about all we got time for, I'm telling you right now. But it's been fun being with you here for the last half hour. Hope you'll join me again next week, because, let's look at what's coming up. Let's look at what's coming up. Upcoming shows, as I like to say. All right, tomorrow night is the Big Fiddle Show, 8 o'clock p.m. If you've never watched the Big Fiddle Show, it's crazy. You'll love it. You'll love it. It's kind of a fiddle variety show. We got special guests, Walt Koken and Claire Milner, very famous musical fiddling couple. And then the Big Cannon Brothers from St. Louis will join us again. So you don't want to miss that. There'll be the normal hijinks and, carrying on, too. Then on Saturday morning at 11 a.m., it's the Camp Possum weekly jam session and tune teaching. I'll be teaching you to play Whistlin' Rufus. I'll teach it on the mandolin and the guitar. Okay? Mandolin and the fiddle, rather. All right, then coming up, we're off. We get a couple days off, and then back at it Tuesday. We got 3 Duffers sessions. If you haven't checked them out, there's Fiddle for Duffers on Tuesday, mandolin for Duffers on Wednesday, and finally guitar for Duffers, which you're enjoying right now. And this is going to be next week starts session 2, so it'll be 8 lessons in session 2. And you know where we're headed with this too, by the way. Once I've cycled through all the keys and all these instruments, it'll become a repertoire session. So we'll just be learning a tune a week. You can't beat that with a stick. So I think that's about all I got to say right now, folks. And I'm going to head on out of here. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Let's see, where's my exit visa? There it is. All right, everybody, take it easy. We'll see you on the flip side. And have a great weekend. See you on Saturday night for the Big Fiddle Show.
The other way back in the same old track.
That's
Your
it.
feet
Let's
go
listen to
wiggity wag.
this pomp and circumstance for all you graduates.